Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Well, good evening from Wind River High School in Pavilion. I'm Cody Beers, and this is the pregame show on the network, and it's brought to you tonight by Hampton Inns. And we're glad to be here as tonight the 2-0 Wind River Cougars take on the 2-0 Riverside Rebels here at Leroy Center Field in Pavilion. I'm Cody Beers, and hey, it's been an eventful day in Fremont County football. This is the third broadcast, actually the fourth broadcast of the day. We do have a score in from over in Lander, and right now it's first quarter score, Evanston 7 and Lander 0. Earlier today it was Star Valley coming over. It was a noon kickoff due to the shortage of officials. These officials working tonight's game, led by the White Hat, Pat Harris. They're working their third game of the day. They did a JV game, sophomore game, and then they did the varsity game, and now they're doing the third game of the day here at Pavilion in the nightcap. And tonight we've got the 2-0 Riverside Rebels taking on the 2-0 Wind River Cougars. Both teams 1-0 in conference play. We'll go over some stats here in the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn. And we're ready for some football here on a Friday night in Fremont County. We've got horses and cattle across the way, and a decent crowd starting to file in here at Leroy Center Field. This Wind River team comes in number 1 in the state in rushing offense. Through 2 games, they've rushed 32 times for 671 yards and 12 touchdowns. Pine Bluffs is second in the state, a distant 440 yards through 2 games. 4th in the state goes to the Shoshone Wranglers. They come in 29 carries for 410 yards and 6 touchdowns. But nobody's going to fool anybody tonight. This Wind River Cougars team likes to run the football. They don't pass it very much. And tonight they'll run the ball against Riverside. The home Cougars wearing the purple uniforms, as we've got, you can go in on the coin flip and tell me who wins. This Cougars season in 2021, after 11 consecutive losing seasons and no playoff victories, last year Wind River went 7-3 on the season. They reached the Class 1A 9-man semifinals. This year's Cougars, virtually the same team as last year, as they returned 8 starters off last year's team. The biggest change, well, they've got a new coach. His name's Rod Frederick, and Frederick says he was encouraged to apply for the big job by the current assistants, Hogue Mulholland and Kyle Hunter. Knowing Wind River's personnel is a good thing, too. Frederick said the Cougars will run basically the same schemes as they did a year ago. Looks like Riverside won the flip, and they deferred to the second half, so I'm guessing the Cougars will receive and have the football here as we work our way 12 minutes, 24 seconds, and that is the case. The Riverside Rebels will kick off going south, and the Wind River Cougars, who lost the coin flip, will have the ball to start out. This Cougars team returns 4 all-state selections in seniors J.C. Herbert, Tucker Jensen, and Calder Johnson, along with junior Cooper Frederick. In addition, senior Casey Beefus and junior Chris Burke were all conference choices last year for the Wind River Cougars. Frederick and Herbert, they were the dynamic 1-2 punch in the running game. Last year, Frederick ran 126 times for 946 yards and 12 touchdowns. J.C. Herbert carried the ball 73 times for 870 yards and 10 touchdowns. Burke chipped in with 62 carries for 289 yards. Burke and Frederick, well, they split the quarterbacking duties. Last year, each completed 9 passes. Burke for 144 yards, Frederick for 133. Burke will likely see the most time under center, Coach Frederick said. Herbert, well, he was the top aerial target for the Cougars, catching 5 passes for 117 yards. Johnson, Jensen, and Beefus lead the blocking efforts along with senior Caden Jones. Johnson and Jones may also rotate in the backfield at times. The Cougars' 4 all-state picks last year were also the team's 4 top tacklers. In all, the Cougars bring back 8 of their 9 top tacklers. The leading tackler off last year's team is J.C. Herbert. He had 92 tackles, 39 solo tackles, and 14 tackles for loss. Frederick added 67 tackles and also had 7 tackles for loss. Jensen had 45 tackles and 9 tackles for loss, while Johnson had 42 tackles and 9 tackles for loss. And Beefus chirped in with 28 tackles and 7 tackles for loss. 2 other seniors who also saw extensive time defensively were T.J. Halleck. He added 23 tackles last year, and Remington Herbert had 18 tackles. Juniors Blake Snyder, Isaac Gardner, Tucker Hardcastle, and Kizia Jones will give the Cougars depth in 2022. This is the pregame show on the Fremont County Game of the Week, brought to you by... I'll be back after a break. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week pregame show on KTAK.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now. It's all at your fingertips.
Welcome back. 8:02 to play before the opening kick here as the referees out at the center. Riverside won the flip. They deferred to the second half, so Wind River will have the ball as we come out. This Wind River team so far in 2022 is averaging 335 yards a game on the ground. That's 10.5 yards per carry on 32 attempts. They've scored 12 touchdowns. They've lost 2 fumbles in their running game. Wind River averages 102 yards passing per contest. They have been averaging 7.5 attempts per game. They've completed 5 per game, 3 touchdowns, and that's pretty decent stats for a running team. On the other side, Riverside has rushed so far for 318 yards. They're averaging 176 yards, and they're averaging 5.9 yards per carry. On the other side, let's see, Riverside has passed for 73 yards so far in this season. Wind River defensively, they're giving up rushing-wise 36 yards per game on 19 attempts. They've only given up 1 touchdown. They've recovered 3 fumbles and had 3 tackles for loss. Riverside, let's see, where are they at here? I don't have anything for them on defense. Pass defense, Wind River second in the state. They've given up 87 yards, and they've held opponents to 22% passing so far. So the Cougars, number 1 in team defense, giving up 79.5 yards per game through 2 games, only giving up 2 touchdowns, and they've forced 5 turnovers. Individually, for Wind River, Cooper Frederick comes in averaging 200 yards per game on the ground. He has carried the ball on the season 26 times for 401 yards and 7 touchdowns. His longest run was 57 yards. He's number 1 in the state. Peyton Trumpler of Shoshone is second at a distant 173 yards per game. J.C. Herbert comes in 121.5 yards per game. He's carried the ball 20 times for 243 yards. For Riverside, Ty Stroshine has carried the ball 19 times for 148 yards and a touchdown for Riverside, and those are your leading carriers for each team. Passing-wise, in this season so far for Wind River, it's been Carter Fowler averaging 96 yards per game. He's completed 6 out of 9 passes. That's 66% on the year, and he's thrown 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. For Riverside, it's been Trenton Cornell. Cornell averaging 73 points per game. He's completed 6 out of 16 passes. That's 37.5%. He's thrown a touchdown, and his longest pass completion has been 19 yards. Leading receivers for Wind River, it's J.C. Herbert. He's caught 2 passes for 114 yards and a 72-yard touchdown catch. And we don't have anybody on the list for this team from Riverside. All-purpose yards Leading the way, second in the state is J.C. Herbert. He's averaging 236 yards per game. Cooper Frederick averaging 210 yards per game. Ty Stroshine of Riverside at 148 yards per contest. And then scoring-wise, Cooper Frederick leading nine-man football in Wyoming with 7 touchdowns. That's 52 points in the season. J.C. Herbert with 5 touchdowns. And for Riverside, let's see, Porter Duncan with 2 touchdowns. So those are your stats. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hilton Garden, Hampton Inn and Suites. The Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. We've got about 3.5 minutes to go. We'll be back. This is Wind River Cougars football on the Fremont County Game of the Week, and I'm really confused. I got a former basketball coach sitting over here on my left shoulder, and it's messing me up. We'll be back.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, Coopville.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to Leroy Center Field. First, the starters for the Riverside High School Rebels. One starter, a 6'3", 270-pound sophomore, Curtis Stroshine, a sophomore.
Number 66, Reese Wiseman. Number 68, Curtis.
A 6'2", 160-pound sophomore, Avery Clifford, and a 5'10", 140-pound junior, Hayden Paxton. Also starting tonight, Trenton Cornell, a 6'2", 165-pound senior. Porter Duncan, a 5'11", 165-pound senior. A 5'11", 165-pound senior, Dylan Alexander. Ty Stroshine, a 6', 160-pound junior. Reese Wisenhunt, a 5'7", 135-pound sophomore. And a Josh Wildman, a 5'7", 138-pound junior. For the Wind River Cougars tonight, and we'll get there real quick here.
Number 16, Braden Tatro.
The starters for Wind River tonight, it'll be Blake Snyder, a 5'9", 185-pound junior. J.C. Herbert, a 5'8", 145-pound senior. Chris Burke, a 5'10", 145-pound junior. It'll be Cooper Frederick, a 5'8", 170-pound junior. Braden Tatro, a 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. Calder Johnson, a 6'1", 185-pound senior. And Keziah Jones, a 5'10", 235-pound junior. Also starting Casey Beefus, a 6', 195-pound senior. And Tucker Jensen, a 6'5", 240-pound senior. As Wind River and Riverside get ready to go, these have been your Sutherland starting lineups. And we're proud to have Sutherland leading the way and giving us some good sponsorship, and we appreciate all that Sutherland does in our community, and we're proud that they're in Riverton. So that's going to do it for the starting lineups as we get ready to go. It'll be Wind River receiving the ball from our right to our left as they run toward the north, and Riverside will kick it from the north to the south, our left to the right on your home dial. It's Friday night football, the Fremont County game of the week, the home of the Wind River High School Cougars at Leroy Center Field. I'm Cody Beers. Be glad to be here tonight, and we're about ready to play some 9-man high school football between the 2-0 Riverside Rebels and the 2-0 Wind River Cougars. Back deep for Wind River is going to be J.C. Herbert on one side and Carter Fowler on the other. In the middle for the Cougars, it will be Ruby Aiden. So here we go as we get ready to tee it up from Wind River High School, and kicking it off for Riverside will be Trenton Cornell. And we're underway from Pavilion on a Friday night. Here with the ball out over the 40, spinning is going to be Herbert. He's going to be wrapped up at about the 43-yard line after a nice return, 20-some yards. It'll be Wind River football here with 11:49 to play in the first quarter. Just underway from, try to keep there about right there. We don't want any cows in the picture, so there you go. 1st and 10 for Wind River. High school football here on 93.9 KTAK. Burke in the shotgun. He'll hand it off left side, and spinning is Herbert. He's going to get a first down, and he's going to make his way all the way to the Riverside 42-yard line. That will be a gain of 16 yards for Herbert on first down. So first play from scrimmage, big gain for Herbert. And first down for the Wind River Cougars. They're not a secret in the state this year. They kind of snuck up and crept up on everyone last year, but now people are aware. Wind River Cougar football is back. In the shotgun, Chris Burke in motion, a handoff right side, and a fumble, and Riverside jumps on the ball. It's going to be Riverside football as fumbling the ball that time, Cooper Frederick for the Wind River Cougars. It was a little pitch from Burke. And the ball now, Riverside football on the second play of the game. So 1st and 10 for Riverside on their own 44. 11:20 to play first quarter. And I'm sure if you ask Coach Frederick, he'd say no turnovers. Well, they've got one, and we're just underway. So Riverside football out in the ball gets past Colonel, and he'll fall on it. And making that tackle for Wind River was Tucker Jensen. So a big loss back to the 33-yard line. It'll be second down and about 21 yards for Riverside. Trenton Colonel, the 6'2", 165-pound senior, had no chance on that snap. It was high and over his head. So 1st and 21 as Colonel out in the shotgun, two backs, one on each side, receiver on each side. Here's a handoff left side, and offering chase, J.C. Herbert. Also on the play defensively for Wind River was Calder Johnson. And the Riverside running back, that time we'll see if we can figure out who was carrying it. believe it was Avery Clifford, a 6'2", 160-pound sophomore. So 3rd and 20. To the line we come. That might have been Trenton Cornell who had that run. Here's Cornell back to pass. He'll pass it. He's hit. Intercepted on the play by Frederick. He's inside the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Wind River. On a 35-yard interception return, Wind River up 6-0 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard with 9:38 to play in the first quarter. And that'll go as a 35-yard interception by Cooper Frederick. On to kick it away is Frederick. Actually, they're going to go for 2. Frederick in the shotgun. He'll hand it off right side. Around the end, they try to pass it. It's incomplete. And attempting to pass the ball for Wind River on that extra point attempt was Carter Fowler. And it'll be 6-0 with 9:38 to go. 6-0 Wind River. And we'll be back. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on KTAK.
Broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes.
Welcome back. 9:38 to play first quarter. 6-0 Wind River on a 35-yard touchdown interception return. Interception return by Cooper Frederick, the 5'8", 170-pound junior for the Wind River Cougars. On to kick it away for Wind River will be Kezia Jones, a 5'10", 235-pound junior. He was kicking the ball really well in warm-ups. Here's a short kick picked up at the 25-yard line, out across the 30, and a big hit delivered on the play. That hit going to go to Calder Johnson as the run back was by number 20 of Riverside, and I don't have a name on that. So first down Rebels, 9:35 to play first quarter. And bring him to the line, the quarterback, Trenton Cornell. Cornell will pass. He'll complete it left side in front of the Riverside bench. And a big hit delivered that time on number 20. That hit by Chris Burke. Gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Riverside. 9:09 to play first quarter. 6-0 Wind River. Here's the handoff left side, and out in the open is number 31, Ty Stroshine. He'll run for a first down inside the 40-yard line of Wind River. So 1st and 10 for Riverside on Stroshine's first carry at the 38 of Wind River. Here's a flag thrown after a short game by Stroshine. Right in the area of holding. Stiff breeze blowing out of the north tonight. At game time, about 59 degrees. We'll get a block below the waist call, and I believe that is a fairly large penalty. As the referees counted off, it is going to be a 10-yard penalty. So first down and 20 for Riverside. 6-0 Wind River lead, 8:37 to play, first quarter. First and 20 for Riverside. Here's Carnell in the shotgun. He'll hand it off right side to Stroshine, and he'll be wrestled down on the 47-yard line, actually 48-yard line of Wind River. Second down and 18 for Riverside. So Stroshine with one carry that went for 20 yards, and since then he's been bottled up. Riverside comes out. Receiver wide on each side. Two backs in the backfield with Carnell. Carnell back to throw, tipped and intercepted by Wind River. Second turnover of the first quarter, and that interception by Casey Beefus. Beefus, 6 foot, 195-pound defensive lineman, and that's a dream come true if you're a defensive lineman. Second turnover in about 4 minutes, and it'll be first and 10 for Wind River on the 43 of Riverside. So already 2 turnovers, and coming out in the gun is Chris Burke. Burke hands off right side to Frederick. Frederick weaves his way for a decent gain of 7 yards on the play. It'll be second and 3 on the 36 of Riverside. 37 of Riverside. 7:39 to play first quarter. Already 2 Riverside turnovers and 1 on Wind River. Burke in the shotgun. 2 wings and a running back behind him. Here's a high snap and a handoff left side to Herbert. He's going to be run down from behind, and a good hustle play by Riverside's Ty Stroshine. So third down and about 2 for Wind River. That play took quite a long time to set up. Calder Johnson's been lining up in the backfield for Wind River alongside Chris Burke. So here's Burke in the shotgun. Calder Johnson right behind him. Frederick in motion. He'll get the handoff. He'll have a first down and more as he proceeds inside near the 20-yard line. And he's going to be wrestled down by 3 Riverside tacklers at about right at the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for Wind River. Nice gain there by Cooper Frederick. Frederick with a gain of about 11 yards on the play. 6:30 and counting to go first quarter. Leroy Center Field in Pavilion, home of the Fremont County Game of the Week. So Burke in the gun. Johnson behind him. Left side Frederick, right side Herbert. Frederick in motion. They'll hand off inside to Johnson. And Calder Johnson going to be taken down at the 15-yard line. Second and 5 for Wind River. So getting the play from Coach Frederick is Burke. And he'll step in the huddle. And it'll be second and 5 at the 15. 5:40 to play first quarter. Already 3 turnovers. Here's Burke in the shotgun. High snap. He'll get it. He'll take off around the right end. Johnson with a key block. Inside the 10, it's going to be a first down for Wind River. So Burke with a gain of 8 on the play, and it'll be first and goal for the Cougars with 5:22 to play first quarter. 6-0 lead for Wind River, trying to take advantage of another Riverside turnover. They've had 2 in this first quarter. Same set for Wind River. 2 wings. Johnson behind Burke. Burke will get it to J.C. Herbert. He'll make it inside, be stopped right at the 5-yard line. And for Riverside, that tackle by Curtis Stroshine, a 6'3", 270-pound sophomore on the inside for Riverside. Score in halftime from Laramie. It's Wyoming 10, Air Force 0. Boy, that would be a big win for the Pokes. Good news from Laramie tonight. 2nd and 5. Here's Burke. He'll hand it inside to Frederick. Frederick to the goal line. Touchdown. Cooper Frederick, 5-yard touchdown run. It's 12-0 Cougars. So at the 4:16 mark, Cooper Frederick on a 5-yard touchdown run. And on to attempt the 2-point conversion. They've got the swinging gate going here. Frederick in the gun. It'll be a bobbled snap, and he'll throw it long, and it's complete in the end zone. 2-point conversion, as coming up with that ball was J.C. Herbert, and that'll extend the Wind River lead to 14-0 with 4:16 to go in the first quarter. So 14-0 Wind River. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more from Pavilion and Leroy Center Field on the Fremont County Game of the Week. With more from Pavilion and Leroy.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org. 400 electric co-ops.
Welcome back. Keziah Jones on to kick it away for Wind River. Cougars up 14-0 on the WowToday.com scoreboard. Here's a little pooch kick along the bottom, and it'll be covered up by Riverside at about the 28-yard line. And going down on his knees and covering that football was Connor Paxton, a senior for Riverside High School. So 1st and 10 for Riverside, 4:15 to play first quarter, in a 14-0 lead for the Wind River Cougars. They've taken advantage of 2 turnovers. It was Cooper Frederick on a 35-yard touchdown return at the 9:38 mark, and then Cooper Frederick finished up a good workmanlike drive with a 5-yard run for Wind River. Here's a pass left side. It'll be incomplete. That one from Colonel to Porter Duncan was incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for Riverside. Of course, the Riverside Rebels come in 2-0 on the season. Wind River Cougars 2-0 on the season. Wind River got their wins in a 46-14 win over Saratoga, and then a 76-6 win over St. Stephen's. On the other side, Riverside with a 20-10 win over Southeast. So Colonel in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 for the Riverside Rebels. He'll drop into the Throw it long, wide open, but overthrown on the play is Connor Paxton, who was 7 or 8 yards past the Cougars defense, but the ball fell incomplete about 10 yards past him. 3rd and 10 for Riverside. 14-0 ball game. It's 10-0 in Laramie at the half, if you haven't heard. Wyoming Cowboys up on the Air Force Falcons. Brisk wind here out of the northwest, right at Riverside's back. There's Colonel in the shotgun. Colonel runs to the right, throws it across his body, incomplete. And that pass just short as he was looking for Josh Wildman, receiver for this Riverside team. And Josh Wildman probably has the all-time name team mention here in Fremont County. Don't know what he does when he's not playing football or basketball, but he's a wild man here tonight. Here's a punt formation and a kick downfield. It'll bounce, and Herbert will pick it up at his 32. JC will be wrestled down on about the 39-yard line, so looks like a 7-yard return for Herbert, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Wind River. 3:52 to play first quarter, and it'll be Wind River football. And as we said a while ago, it's Lander 7, Evanston 0. Of course, the big Friday night game in Laramie. Tough to get there when you've got to call a high school game at the same time that Wyoming starts playing. Wind River football, 1st and 10 at their 38. In motion, J.C. Herbert. Hand inside to Frederick. He'll jump forward to about the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 for Wind River. 3:34 and counting here in the first quarter. Decent crowd here at Leroy Center Field. Chris Burke in the shotgun. Johnson behind him, Frederick, and Herbert. Herbert gets the ball around the left end, and running down from behind at times again is going to be Stroshine. So good speed for Ty Stroshine, and no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6. 2:53 to play in this first quarter. Wind River with the 14-0 lead here on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here on the Fremont County Game of the Week. Burke in the shotgun, Johnson behind him, Frederick on the left, Herbert on the right. Burke drops to pass. He'll throw it incomplete, just a bit behind Cooper Frederick. And it'll be 4th and 6 at the 43-yard line. 2:24 to play in this first quarter. We'll see what Wind River's got in mind here. Guessing they don't punt the ball very often. They have not punted the ball once this season. So we'll see what they decide to do. It looks like they are going to punt as Burke lines up about 9 yards deep to receive the long snap. And taken off too quickly was J.C. Herbert. We're going to get a false start in the first penalty of the game. It'll go on Wind River. That'll back them up 5. So 4th and now 11 from the 38-yard line of Wind River. Burke back to punt. Wind River lines up 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Burke gets the snap, and he'll get off the punt. It'll go high and bounce about the 39 of Riverside, where it'll be downed right there by Tatro Braden of Wind River. So with 2:24 to play, first quarter, it'll be Riverside football here on the Fremont County Game of the Week on KTAK. We'll keep it here, and it'll be Riverside football. So the Riverside defense holds, and now they'll be looking to get something going offensively. Coming out for Wind River, Trenton Colonel at quarterback, two receivers in the formation. He'll hand off inside to Ty Stroshine, who will be wrestled to the ground by J.C. Herbert of the Cougars. Stroshine, gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 for Riverside. 2:05 to play in this first quarter and counting. Nothing real exciting, but with a lot of runs, that clock's going bye-bye in a hurry. Here's Colonel in the shotgun. 2 receivers set. He'll run left side and be wrapped up. Big-time tackle that time by Tucker Jensen, 6'5", 240-pound senior for Wind River. He was all over Colonel on that play, and it'll be a loss. Back to the 38-yard line. So 3rd and 12 for Riverside. 1:17 to play as the clock continues to roll from Leroy Center Field. Beautiful night for football, even though there's good stiff breeze blowing, probably 20 miles an hour out of the northwest. 62 degrees at kickoff. Here's Colonel. He'll fade to pass, and he'll throw it deep downfield. It'll be way over the head. Pass intended for Trenton Colonel on the play. He can throw the football, especially when the wind's at his back. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 11 now at the 38-yard line. So we'll see another punt formation for Riverside as Trenton Colonel back deep. He'll let it go, and the ball will go deep over the head of J.C. Herbert. It's going to be inside the 5-yard line, and it's going to roll out of bounds at the 3. Herbert picks it up. He fumbles the ball, and it'll go out of bounds, I believe. So 1st and 10 for Wind River, all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's when you tell your punt returner, catch the football. He did not. So Wind River, with 39 seconds to play first quarter, has a long way to go. 14-0 ball game here at Leroy Center Field. .39 seconds to play. Here's same formation for Wind River as Burke in the short gun will get a handoff up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get just past the 5-yard line. 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8 for Wind River. Clock winds inside 19 seconds, and I would think they'd run it out here and talk things over with Coach. We'll see if they run another play. There's Burke out in the short gun. Johnson right beside him. In motion, Frederick. Back to pass is Burke. He'll throw it long down the sidelines, intended on the play for Blake Snyder, and it'll fall incomplete. And that'll do it. We've played a quarter. It's Wind River 14, Riverside 0. We'll be back after a break. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on 93.9 KTAK.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45. Kids of this area academic.
Welcome back. As we get ready to go, we've got a scoring update in from Lander. At halftime, it's Evanston 14 and Lander 3. 3rd and 8 for Wind River, leading 14-0 deep in their own territory at the 5-yard line. Quarterback now for Wind River is Carter Fowler, and he'll take off running with the football over the 10, where he will be taken down hard by the Riverside tackler, Curtis Stroshine, the 6'3", 270-pound sophomore. 4th and 8. Actually 4th and 3 at the 11. So Wind River looks like they're going to come out and punt the ball away, as back deep for Wind River, Chris Burke, standing just outside of the goal line. Good long snap. He'll get the punt off, and it's a good punt. And it's going to bounce and bounce inside the 30 and down near the 27. So that is going to end up as a 53-yard punt for Burke. So that is a good job flipping the field by the 5'10", 145-pound junior. PA announcer says 63 yards, so we'll go with that. 1st down and 10 at the 28-yard line for Riverside. 11:07 to play, first half from Leroy Center Field. Cougars up 14-0 on the WildToday.com scoreboard. Here's Colonel out, receiver on each side. 2 backs in the backfield. Here's a handoff to Stroshine, and up quickly to make the tackle, J.C. Herbert, and also in on the play, Cooper Frederick. So a loss of about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Riverside. 10:48 to play, first half. We did get a halftime score in a while ago from Laramie. Wyoming was up on Air Force 10-0. Young Cowboys trying to come of age quickly as they travel to play BYU next week in Provo. Here's Colonel in the shotgun. He'll fade to pass. Pressure being placed, and the pass will be complete. Out top to Josh Wildman, and Wildman will be ran out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd down now and about 3 yards to go for the Riverside Rebels. That was a good-looking pass play from Colonel to Wildman. Full house backfield. for Riverside as they try to draw Wind River off sides with the hard count. It's not working as the Cougars standing pat. And we'll get a flag thrown on the play, and this may have backfired on Riverside. Nope, it does not. Not sure what the call is. Do you guys know what that is? So that'll be a first down on the 5-yard penalty on Wind River. Cougars now 2 penalties for 10 yards. 10:17 to play. First half, 14-0 lead for the Wind River Cougars here on the Fremont County Game of the Week. First and 10 for Riverside. Chain gang finally getting it right over there. Here's Colonel in the shotgun. He'll hand off left side to Stroshine, and a host of Cougars with the tackle. J.C. Herbert, Cooper Frederick, also in on the play. Casey Beefus for the Cougars. 9:38 to play, first half. And it'll still stay 2nd and 10 for Riverside. 14-0 ball game. Here's Colonel in the short gun, 2 receivers right. He'll fade to pass, looking to throw it right side. Good pressure, and he'll throw it deep down the sidelines and caught. And it'll be a complete pass to Trenton Colonel, who was wide open and made a diving catch over there right in front of the Riverside sidelines all the way down to the 43-yard line. So first down and 10 at the Wind River 43. Do this. Take it up just a little bit. Cows are fine. First down 10 at the 43-yard line. Cows over in the background. Here's the handoff left side to Colonel. And he's going to be taken down on the play by Frederick after a short gain. Running the ball that time, Porter Duncan, the 5'11", 165-pound senior for Riverside. Second down at about 9 for Riverside. 8:13 and counting here in the first half. Cody Bears from Leroy Center Field on a Friday night in September. Good high school football game here in 9-man football. Here's Colonel in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Colonel looking right, throws it wide open on the play, but overthrown to the receiver. Third down and 10. Do we have a name for number 20? Yeah, for them. .751 to play. First half. Have no number 20 on the roster. Try to get that at halftime. He's been in the pass play several times. 3rd and 10 from the 43. Here's Colonel. He'll hand it off right side on the end around, and he's got room to run inside the 34-yard line, and we'll see where that ends up. That handoff to Josh Wildman. And nobody was there for Wind River. It'll be 4th and a yard, and they're going to line up quickly and get the first down as we'll get a flag thrown, I believe, on the play. And we'll see what the call is from the Riverton crew leader, Pat Harris. The penalty is going to go on Wind River. That'll be a legal substitution on Wind River, so it'll be a first down for Riverside, and Colonel actually got that first down on the quarterback sneak. That'll be the third penalty on the Cougars. 5-yard penalty takes the ball to the 29-yard line of Wind River. 1st and 10 for Riverside. 7:29 to play first quarter. There's Colonel under center. Full house backfield. He'll hand it quickly to not Stroshine. It'll be handed off to Trenton Colonel. And a short game for Colonel of nothing. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Cougars lead it 14-0. Capitalized on a pair of first quarter turnovers by Riverside. Now Colonel in the shotgun. He'll catch the ball one-handed. Roll to his right, throw it deep toward the end zone, and going up, it's going to be a 50-50 ball. And they're going to say Wind River intercepted by J.C. Herbert at the goal line. So 3rd turnover of the first half for Riverside, and it'll be a 1st down at the 20-yard line for Wind River after J.C. Herbert goes up, makes an athletic interception, and it was a 50-50 ball there for a minute, but when the two guys came down, it was Herbert holding on to the football. .641 to play, first half. Wind River football. So the 3rd forced turnover of the first half gives Wind River the ball after Riverside with the impressive drive. Cougars bring it out. Chris Burke at quarterback. Off his right shoulder is Cooper Frederick. In motion, the receiver, Burke, with the pitch toward Frederick. Nowhere to go, but then he makes a couple moves and he's off to the races. Over the 30, over the 40, and to the 45-yard line. Impressive run for Chris Burke, who takes it all the way from the 15-yard line out to the 45-yard line. So with a flag on the field with 6:26 to play in the first half, we'll see if it's coming back. And it does. Holding and then a block in the back on Wind River. So 2 penalties will bring back that nifty run by Cooper Frederick. You can X that one off the stat sheet. And that will be a spot foul, and we'll see where it ends up. Block in the back is declined. The holding call was taken on the play. And it's going to take Wind River all the way back to their 13-yard line. So 1st down and 17 yards. They've got to go right to the 30-yard line for a 1st down. 6:23 to play, first half. It'll be Wind River football. Wind River coaches asking for an explanation, and they don't really get one. We're going to get a timeout on the field. Do we know which team called it? Was it Wind River? Not sure which team called it. We'll be back. This is Fremont County Game of the Week on KTAK. 14-0 Wind River.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Welcome back. Burke, left-handed pass downfield. It'll go long at the 46-yard line. That pass intended for J.C. Herbert. Scoring update in from Laramie with 7:46 to play in the third quarter. It's Wyoming 10, Air Force 7. So it'll be second and about 17 for Wind River at their own 13-yard line. 6:17 to play. Second quarter. Wind River in the gun. Here's Burke. Off his left side, Cooper Frederick. They'll hand off to Frederick. He'll run right, cut back left, and taken down at about the 20-yard line, I believe. 25-yard line, Cooper Frederick. So it'll be a gain on the play of 7 for Frederick. Third down and 5, it looks like, at the 25. 5:44 to play, first half. Burke in the shotgun. He'll take off left side. He's not going to pass it. He's going to run it. And he's going to meet a big hit by number 44 of Riverside. And that'll be Connor Paxton, a senior middle linebacker. So a short gain and a injured Rebel on the field and a holding call on Wind River with 5:30 to play. We'll go to a break. Wind River 14, Riverside 0.
We're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Welcome back. 14-0 as leaving the field. Hopping on one leg, Avery Clifford, a 6'2", 160-pound sophomore for Riverside. It'll be 4th and 5 for Wind River at their own 25. Actually, it's going to be out about the 27-yard line, so 4th and 3. Got to get the ball to the 30. And we'll see what Wind River decides to do. We'll get a punt formation. As back deep, it'll be Chris Burke for the Cougars. 4th and 3 at the 30. Here's the snap to Burke, and we'll get a quick whistle on the play and a delay of game on the Cougars. Coming out of a timeout, that's a tough pill to swallow. And that'll bump them back 5 yards. That'll be the 5th penalty on Wind River here in the first half. So 4th and 8, and Burke now standing at about the 13-yard line. High snap. He'll get the punt away. It'll go downfield and go out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. It's going to be marked right at the 40-yard line. So pretty decent punt. 28-yard punt on the play with 4:48 to play first half. 14-0 ball game. And you'll probably notice some shadows on your stream, and it's because we're inside the press box and we're shooting through glass with our video. 1st and 10 for Riverside. 4:48 to play first half. Here's the pass right side complete. And that pass complete to Josh Wildman from Colonel. And a gain of about 1 yard on the play. So Wildman's been in the offense for Riverside, the 5'7", 138-pound junior. 2nd down and 9 for Riverside. They've got to move the ball out to the 50. Here's Colonel in the shotgun. He'll hand it off right side to Stroshine. Stroshine, nice gain. He'll gain 5 on the play off the right tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 4 for Riverside. Coming off the field for Wind River is Tucker Jensen. There's Colonel in the shotgun. 3rd down and 5, and it'll be Stroshine getting tackled in the backfield. He break that tackle, and he'll be tackled right about the 46-yard line. So 4th and 4 for Riverside with 3:19 to play first half. 4th and 4 at the 46 of Riverside. Fremont County Game of the Week on 93.9 KTAK. We'll be back out again next Friday night with more small school football from Fremont County. Here's Colonel. He'll fade to pass, throw it right side, complete to Wildman, and he'll have a first down inside the 50, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 47-yard line of Wind River. So Colonel rarely passes to the left side. He usually fades right and throws along that Riverside sideline. 1st down and 10 at the Wind River 47. 2:43 to play first half. Cougars showing mettle with that #1 defense in the state, holding Riverside scoreless so far. Here's Colonel. He'll hand it right side to Stroshine. Stroshine cuts back left, and he'll gain 6 on the play. About 5 yards on the gain for Stroshine. Good hit by the Wind River defense. Calder Johnson on that hit, and cleaned up by a host of tacklers for the Cougars. 2nd down 6 for Riverside. 1:55 to go first half. Colonel will fade to pass. He'll throw it back left side. He'll be intercepted, and he'll go down to a knee, but coming away with the interception is Carter Fowler of Wind River. And that'll be turnover number 4 in the first half for the Riverside Rebels. And Wind River, with 1:41 to play in the first half, will have 1st and 10 from their own 37. We'll have our WowToday.com halftime show coming up after the buzzer sounds, and we pay a few bills with some ads. And we'll try to get some scores in from around Fremont County and the state. In motion, here's J.C. Herbert. He'll come back left side. He's going to go untouched. And for J.C. Herbert, it's going to be a long run and a touchdown of 63 yards on the play. J.C. Herbert cut inside, and he was gone. 63-yard touchdown run on just a little halfback reverse on the play. He came from the right, went to the left, and J.C. Herbert was gone. 63-yard touchdown run for J.C. Herbert. 1:31 to play, and Wind River now leads it 20-0 on the WowToday.com scoreboard. In motion, Frederick inside again. Same play. Back to Herbert. He'll go off the left tackle. 2-point conversion is good. And the score now, Wind River 22, Riverside 0. 63-yard touchdown run by J.C. Herbert. And the Cougars now up 22-0. We'll take a break. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on KTAK.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. Inland.
Welcome back. 22-0 is the score. After that 63-yard run by J.C. Herbert, every one of Wind River's scores has come via a turnover by Riverside. And to come on and kick, it'll be Keziah Jones. Keziah Jones, excuse me. Jones with the pooch kick downfield. It'll be picked up and run back by Ty Stroshine. And he'll be tackled on the play by Remington Herbert. 1:25 to go, 1st and 10 for Riverside, trailing 22-0 on the WyoToday.com scoreboard. Wind River taking advantage of 3 Riverside turnovers in this first half. WyoToday.com halftime show coming up. We'll have scores from around the county. We'll check in from Laramie on that Wyoming score with 7:46 to play third quarter. It was Wyoming 10 and Air Force 0. Here's Trenton Colonel out in the shotgun. 1 receiver each side, 2 running backs. A near fumbled snap, and Colonel will have to fight, and he'll gain a yard on the play. And coming up for that tackle, J.C. Herbert. So 2nd and 9 with 1:10 to play, first half. Wind River looking to open this season 3-0. Cougars went 7-3 last year. Made it to the state semifinals after 11 straight losing seasons. Safe to say the Cougars are back. Purple and white. 2nd and 9 at the 40. Colonel in the shotgun, 2 receivers right. 1 running back, that's Ty Stroshine. Here's Colonel, he'll fade to the right side. Throw it long down the field, off the hands of Wildman at the 30 of Wind River. It was there, but Josh Wildman just unable to pull it in. With 29 seconds to play, first half. 3rd and 9 for Riverside. Only game still being played, I believe. Thermopolis actually still might be playing, but it's Lander and Evanston over at Bill Bush Memorial Stadium, about 40 miles south of here. 3rd and 9 at the 40. 29 seconds to play. Colonel in the shotgun. He'll pitch it right side to Stroshine. Stroshine will get the edge. He'll get a first down to the 40, the 35, and Ty Stroshine will be tackled inside the 35. Big run for Stroshine. "31-yard run for Ty Stroshine. 17 seconds and counting, and It'll be a clocking play by the quarterback, Trenton Colonel, and we'll get a timeout by Riverside with 16 seconds to play first half. Wind River 22, Riverside 0. We'll see if Riverside can continue this drive after a break. This is the Fremont County Game of the Week on KTAK.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll. Professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you.
Welcome back. Leroy Center Field on a Friday night, mid-September. And we've got a good Fremont County performance coming here as Wind River leads this one 22-0. We'll see if the state's top defense can slow Riverside with 16 seconds to play first half. Riverside with a 1st and 10 at the 31 of Wind River. Here's Colonel in the shotgun. In motion is Wildman. Colonel being rushed and sacked on the play. And taking him down, Tucker Jensen for a loss on the play. It'll be a quick timeout by Riverside as that loss was by 3 yards on the sack by Tucker Jensen. So timeout Riverside. We'll go with it. 11 seconds to play first half from Leroy Center Field in Pavilion.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back. 11 seconds to play first half from Pavilion, and a windy night at Leroy Center Field. Cougars looking to hold Riverside scoreless here in the first half. 2nd down and 13 from the 34-yard line of Wind River. This could be the final play. Colonel in the shotgun, 3 receivers right. He'll roll right toward the sideline, throw it downfield, and nearly picked off by J.C. Herbert. He was the only person remotely close to that pass. And so now it'll be 4th and 14 at the 34. Actually 3rd and 14 at the 34. 7 seconds to play first half. And this will likely be the last play of the first half. Riverside going into the wind here with the disadvantage at Leroy Center Field. Colonel in the shotgun, 3 receivers set, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near side. He'll fade to pass, fumble the snap, and be tackled on the play by Calder Johnson. A quick timeout by Riverside, their final timeout of this first half. And now it'll be 4th and about 20 yards at the 39-yard line of Wind River. So with that, we'll take a break. 2 seconds to play first half on KTAK.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Welcome back. 22-0 here. Final score in Mountain View beats Thermopolis today, 34-14. That game on KDNO today with our Thermopolis team. Right here, it's Calder back. He'll throw it deep down the right side. It'll fall incomplete, and that'll do it. We've played 2 quarters from Pavilion. It's Wind River 22, Riverside nothing. We'll be back with a halftime show brought to you by WyoToday.com. Coming up after a break, this is Wind River Football on 93.9 KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe to fill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete.
Welcome back to the wowtoday.com wowtoday.com halftime show. Here it's 22-0. We've got some scores from around the state. In Class 4A, it was number 1 Cheyenne East 56, Laramie 7 in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, Sheridan 33, Rock Springs 14. Third quarter score, number 4 Natrona 20, Kelly Walsh 6. Third quarter score, Campbell County 34, Cheyenne South 10. And a second quarter score, Thunder Basin, number 3 team in the state 21, Cheyenne Central 21. In Class 3A today, final score in the noon kickoff at Riverton's High School's field, Star Valley 59, Riverton 19. Fourth quarter score, number 1 Cody 21, Buffalo, the number 4 ranked team 13. That's a good one. Third quarter score from Lander, it's Lander 17, Evanston 14. At the half, Douglas 28, Powell 0. And second quarter score, Whirland 21, Green River 6. Finals in from Class 2A, it was number 1 Lovell 12, number 2 Lyman 6. That one decided in overtime. Final score, Cokeville 42, Pinedale 7. It was number 4 Mountain View 34, Thermopolis 14. That game was over on KDNO a while ago. Third quarter score, Burns 28, Newcastle 13. That game's in a lightning delay. Second quarter score, Bighorn 7, Glen Rock 0. And second quarter score, Wheatland 0, Torrington 0. In Class 1A 9-man, it was a 1-0 win today for Shoshone over St. Stephen's as St. Stephen's forfeited the game. Final score, Pine Bluffs 40, Wright 18. At the half, Wind River 22, Riverside 0 right here in Pavilion. At the half, Big Piney 26, Grable 12. Second quarter score, Southeast 20, Moorcroft 0. And a first half score, Guernsey Sunrise at Lingo Fort Laramie. We don't have a score in that one. Out-of-state opponents, Rich County, Utah 6, 2A Kemmer 6 in the third quarter. Halftime score, South Fremont, Idaho 14, number 3 Jackson in Class 3A 0. And in halftime, Moffat County, Colorado 21 and 3A Rollins 8. From Laramie, after 3 quarters, it was Wyoming 10, Air Force 7. That's a knockdown drag out here. And right here at Leroy Center Field, it's Wind River 22, Riverside 0. We'll be back with a scoring summary after a break. This is Wind River football on the Fremont County Game of the Week at Pavilion.
Get your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Welcome back to Pavilion. This is the halftime show on wildtoday.com, and we did get a scoring update in from Laramie as it's now Air Force 14 and Wyoming 10 with 10 minutes to play. Wyoming is driving the football. They are inside the 40 of Air Force. This game, was decided basically by turnovers, as Riverside with 4 fumbles, actually 2 fumbles lost and 2 interceptions lost, and those translated to the 3 Wind River scores. It was first a 35-yard interception return by Cooper Frederick on the second play of the game for Riverside, second offensive play for Riverside. The 2-point conversion was not good, and it was 6-0 Wind River with 9:38 to play in the first quarter. Then Cooper Frederick scored on a 5-yard touchdown run with 4:16 to play in the first quarter. Fowler would hook up with Herbert on a 2-point pass, and it was 14-0 Wind River with 4:16 to play in the first quarter. And then teams went back and forth. There was about 4 punts. And then with 1:31 to play in the first half, J.C. Herbert broke off a 63-yard touchdown run. And then Herbert on the same run, same play, scored the 2-point conversion. And at the half, it's Wind River 22, Riverside 0. We'll take a quick break. We've got about 2 minutes to go before the second half starts. This is Wind River football on the Fremont County Game of the Week on 93.9 KTAK.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Welcome back. 22-0 lead for Wind River. They will kick off after Riverside deferred the opening coin flip. Kaiser will kick it off. Kaiser Jones for Wind River. And back deep. Ty Stroshine on one side. And on the other for Riverside, it will be Porter Duncan. So we're about underway. 22-0 lead for Wind River. 12 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And Kaiser kicks it off. It'll bounce down deep. Picked up on the play and running over the left side, tackled on about the 37-yard line, is Connor Paxton of Riverside. So 1st and 10 for the Rebels right there. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line of Riverside. 11:55 to play, third quarter from Leroy center field. Riverside will break the huddle. 4 turnovers so far, the difference in this one. There's a pass left side. It'll be complete to number 20. We still don't have his name, and it'll be a gain on the play of 6 yards. Pass from Trenton Colonel. 2nd and 4 at the 37 for Riverside. Wind coming out of the northwest, about 20 miles an hour. It was 60 degrees at kickoff, and it has stayed relatively warm. Not seeing too many jackets out. Do see one of the chain gang members over there wearing a heavy coat and covering her up her ears. Here's the run right side. It's going to be a first down for Riverside, down inside the 50 all the way to the 46-yard line. And that run by Connor Paxton, the senior running back for Riverside. 11:43 and counting. First down and 10 for the Rebels at just outside the 45 of Wind River. Tigers have scored 24 unanswered points on Evanston. They now lead Evanston 24-14. Here's Colonel in the shotgun. And a direct snap that time and wrestled down. Johnson in on that tackle. Host of Wind River Cougars, Chris Burke. And it was a direct snap to Connor Paxton. And he'll lose 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Riverside. .55 to play, third quarter. Cougars lead at 22-0 on the wyotoday.com scoreboard. Here's Colonel in the shotgun. He'll fade to pass, throw it left side to number 20. He'll gain 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Riverside. Ball's going to be marked at the 44 of Wind River. 3rd and 9. .12 to play. As we said just a few minutes ago, Air Force with a 14-10 lead, but Wyoming was driving the football in the fourth quarter from Laramie. 24-14 lead for Lander over Evanston. Tigers have scored 24 straight points. Here's Colonel. He'll drive left side, get hammered on the play by J.C. Herbert. Also in on that tackle, Calder Johnson. Big hit that time on the senior quarterback Trenton Colonel. Wow. That'll be a loss of 3 yards on the play. 4th and 12 for Riverside at the 48-yard line, we'll call it, of Wind River. Long huddle. Looks like Wind River will go for it on 4th down. There's Colonel in the shotgun, 3 receivers left. And we'll get a delay of game on Riverside, and that one hurts because that'll make it 4th and 17 for the Rebels. They're sitting now on their own 48-yard line, and they've got to go all the way to Wind River's 36 for a first down. And look at that, Wyoming has taken the lead in Laramie. Cowboys up 17-14 on Air Force. Good ball game. Another classic Air Force Wyoming game. There's Colonel in the shotgun. He'll fade to pass. He'll fake it, and then he'll be hit. And the ball will fall incomplete, I believe. Nope, they're going to say fumble recovered by Wind River, and it looked like his arm was going forward on the play. Coming away with that fumble is Calder Johnson. And that'll be turnover number 5 on the day on Riverside. 3 of those first 4 times has translated into a Wind River touchdown. So 9 minutes to play, third quarter, 22-0 lead for Wind River. 1st and 10 on the 44 of Riverside. Here's the pitch to Frederick. Frederick's going to weave through traffic. He's going to be off to the races inside the 20, the 10. He's going all the way for a Wind River touchdown. 44-yard touchdown run by Cooper Frederick. So 44-yard touchdown run, Cooper Frederick. That'll be his 3rd touchdown of the game. At the 8:50 mark, first play from scrimmage after that turnover by Riverside, and it's 28-0 Wind River with 8:50 to play in the third quarter. Cougars going to line up in a normal offensive set, going for 2. Here's the run up the middle, and running it in easily is Chris Burke for the 2-point conversion. With that 2 points, it's Wind River 30, Riverside 0. We'll take a break. We'll be back. This is Fremont County High School Game of the Week on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in-person.